Hello folks, I think we are live. I'm just trying to find out myself if we are. So yes, it looks like we are live. I can see the stream here. That means we are live. So it's a somewhat chilly evening here in Tokyo. I'm in Akihabara. I'm not starting this stream at the usual place where I tend to start in Akihabara. Right now I'm on the opposite side of the station at the JR Central gates over there. Train tracks over here. What? Is that the Streamlabs watermark? Why is that showing up? I'm paying for this. That's annoying. Oh well. So I think it will be a good walk tonight. The plan is to head over from here, walk around a bit in Akihabara, and then continue over to Ueno. Maybe grab a beer and drink it in Ueno Park. And yeah, then we'll take it from there. Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you so much, Joe. Awesome. So yeah, why is that? Wait, let me see if I can remove that Streamlabs watermark, because that's super annoying. I'm paying for this software because I don't want that, and it's actually quite expensive, or like $30 a month or something. Super annoying. I wonder if that means that it thinks I'm using the free version or something. That would be annoying. Oh well, it is not something I can do much about. Yeah, it will probably keep on popping up every now and then, but nothing I can do about it, so let's just live with it for now. So I'm just backing off a little bit to give you a better sense of scale. So this Yodobashi Akiba is, I'm pretty sure this has to be the biggest electronic store in the world. I'm not sure, like, I think I read that somewhere, but I'm not sure. But it's a massive place. Like, each floor of this shop is like bigger than any electronic store in Sweden, that's for sure. And here there's like what, 7, 8, 9 floors stacked on top of each other. It's just massive. It's great for cameras. Not so great for buying cameras because it's kind of overpriced, but it's very good if you want to try something out, because basically they have everything, every lens, every camera on display, and you can mount it on your own camera if you're bringing it and want to snap some photos with it as well. So yeah, great place for that. Someone asked what my dinner was. I had a real traditional Japanese junk food dinner tonight. Ramen and gyoza. I was struggling to find a place where I could, you know, not sit too close to everyone else. And since this place is very crowded in general, Akihabara, especially around this time of the day, when everybody's heading home for work, so I was struggling to find a place where I didn't, you know, sit just elbow to elbow with anyone else. So finally I found a unpopular fast food chain that had some available seats next to the door, so that felt quite safe. So just ramen is, I definitely consider ramen junk food. It's very unhealthy, very fatty, salty, not very good for you, but quite delicious, so I have it every once in a while. over to I guess it should be the west side of Akihabara station, which is where most of the famous streets and shops are. How many cones will we see today? That's a very good question. Let's try to keep count. So this is a interesting shop. Those of you who know, you know. Weather report, yes, absolutely. Weather report is coming up. Here we go. 20 degrees. Not so humid. Calendar idea, cones of Tokyo. That's a great idea. That's a really great idea, actually, for real. I'll think about it. So this is I think, what I would say the most common starting point for my streams around here. This area has changed a lot. So obviously, Tsukumo is closed now. Gonna be interesting to see what pops up there instead. This building is all new. Some hotels and konbini and restaurants in the bottom floor. Anime figures everywhere. After all, we are in Akihabara. Any beer drinking today? The probability is high. The probability is high. So it's 8 o'clock over here, so plenty of shops have already closed actually. Let's see. Oh, well spotted. Cone on left. ちょっと涼しいね. Cone on left, cone on right. The cones are everywhere. The cones are everywhere. Yeah, well, Akihabara is quite dead at night actually. I think around this time is when most shops are closing. But obviously, yeah, it's even less people now compared to what it used to be. Yeah, Akihabara empty without tourists. Maybe I don't know. I'm kind of getting used to how Tokyo feels now, and actually, it's way more people out and about now than a couple of months ago. So it doesn't really feel that empty to me anymore. But yeah, well, obviously compared to a year ago or before the pandemic, yes, it's significantly more quiet right now. Yeah, people are out and about. I think most locals are relatively back to their normal habits, unless they are like directly affected by the pandemic, obviously, like people who lost their jobs, which I'm sure a ton of people have done so far. But yeah, this is actually one of the better game centers in Tokyo. The entrance is not so easy to spot, or like it looks kind of humble, but yeah, if you go upstairs here, it's like a really amazing arcade with everything from new games to older retro titles. It's almost like could be considered a video game history museum, I think. Let's see. Sorry, a lot of people here now. So I might have trouble in catching up or following the chat. Is the term weeb considered racist or bad? I don't think Japanese people are familiar with that term at all. Hardly I am. So yeah, it's not really considered anything because it's something that most people have never heard. I'll keep crossing this street over and over because I think the views when I cross this street are so nice. Yeah, arcades are open till 11, I think, most arcades. I'm not sure right now, maybe they have reduced hours, but usually they're open relatively late, later than most other shops. Yeah, that's right. What happened to Anime-chan? That's a good question. Haven't seen him in a long time. Didn't think about it, but yeah. Here's another somewhat iconic Akihabara view. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat. Will you consider doing any filming in-map camera? Not in-map camera, I think. It's super narrow little shop. So no, I'm not gonna film inside there. I don't think they would give me permission even if I asked. Oh, thank you, James. Love this channel. Keep it up. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's keep on walking. Let's cross here one more time. What's the general mood around the Olympics in Tokyo? Do people still care? I don't feel that people care about it so much anymore. I think people aren't really expecting it to happen, and there's been some polls that says that most people are actually against it. They prefer either canceling it altogether or postponing it even further rather than trying to hold it next year. But it's been like more and more reports now in the news that they're actually seriously debating like how they can hold it in a kind of reduced way to keep it safe. So yeah, now, were you in Tokyo when the 2008 Akihabara massacre took place? I was indeed. I was actually living in Akihabara at that time. It was like one of the first places I stayed in Tokyo, and I was so basically, let me explain. That happened in the crossing over there, the crossing where I just passed the street. That's where the stabbings happened. And when it happened, so I was living down this way. When it happened, I was walking along this street towards this place where it happened, and I was like, I think I was around here, this crossing, when the first things, I noticed that something weird was happening, and the reason I was there, not there, was because just before I had bought a cup of coffee in a crappy coffee shop over here. So basically, had I skipped that coffee, I would most likely have been at the exact spot at the exact time when it happened. So that was really creepy. I had luck. I definitely had luck, yeah. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, it was this incident in 2008 when a young man, I think in his like around 20, rented a car, a smaller van, and drove in. So this entire street is like pedestrians only on weekends. So he drew into the crowds with the van and then got out and started stabbing everyone around him. And a handful of people died. So it was a really sad and horrible case of domestic terrorism in this country. So yeah, if it wasn't for crappy coffee, who knows how that day might have ended for me.これは悲しいですね。本当にひどかった、あの事件。Oh, this is a nice view when the train is passing over in the distance. I don't know how well you can see it from here, but oh, hi Virtual Japan, glad you could make it here today. Thank you, S. Oh, story gave me chills, glad you had coffee. Yeah, it was.そうですね、あの事件のせいでその歩行者天国は一時的に中止になったね。So after that attack happened, they stopped this pedestrian only thing on the weekend for quite some time. But now they're doing it again, thankfully. Do you know that there was a basketball court in front of Akihabara station? I did not know that. When or where is that? Oh, fire alert somewhere, I guess. Yep, ambulance. Hey Tokyo, I never know if you are in Tokyo or Kyushu these days. Yeah, me neither. Now I'm in Tokyo. I'll be in Tokyo until Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm leaving next week, but not for Kyushu. I'm going north next week, and then the week after that I'll be in Kyushu again. So now we're basically leaving what's considered Akihabara, and we will be heading towards first Okachimachi area, and then a little bit further down we will be in Ueno. I walked this route just like 2 weeks ago, but that was in the daytime and in the opposite direction. I think it's been a while since I did a night stream from Akihabara, and I don't think I've ever did a live stream at night from Ueno area, so at least something yeah, not too repetitive, I hope. Oh, thank you, Uchida Taira. Very kind of you. Very generous. I'll buy a beer soon. Yeah, back in like a month or two ago, I had like those like fire trucks or ambulances in like every video, like every day for like a week. That was weird. North, Tohoku. Yes, I'm going to Tohoku. Sokka. There used to be a basketball court where Yodobashi is today. I did not know that. So then when I came here, I guess Yodobashi was just newly opened. Otaku dansei ga iku michi. そうですね。後でコーヒーをどうぞ。ありがとうございます。Yeah, 400 people. Wow, not bad. Not bad at all. そうですね。オタクというより観光客が行く道。そうですね。まあもしかしてオタクの観光客。Is it chilly there? It's 20 degrees Celsius, so it's a little bit chilly. I'm just wearing like what to say, short sleeves, which I regret a little bit right now, but it's not too bad. I'm still fine. Any word in the news when people will be able to visit again? Yes, actually. It was announced, I think today or yesterday in the news, that they're aiming for April to open up for tourism. But it's by no means confirmed, and there's still a lot of question marks around it. But at least that's like some sort of indicator. Then if it will happen or not, we can all debate that. If it will be limited to just a certain number of countries, most likely. Which countries thought might be, you know, so many questions. Requirements of tests before flying in, quarantine requirements. Yeah. The moon is beautiful right now. I can't see the moon right here, but maybe soon. ここオフィス街だな。そうですね。この辺はちょっとつまらないと思いますけど。あと、まあ、5分、10分で、上野の方、もっと賑やかな。Yeah, November, December, most likely not. Oh, cone, indeed. Well spotted. Well spotted. Forearm reveal drives the ladies crazy. Jag hoppas att du kan komma hit och fira födelsedag, Joel. Det vore grymt. Du får hojta i så fall, så bjuder jag på en öl. Put a cone on your head. That would remind me of Pet Shop Boys. I don't know how many of you are old enough to, or have good taste enough to understand that reference, but yeah.裏道に入らないのか。じゃあ裏道に入ろうか。入った方がいいかな。そうね、なんかちょっとアメ横の方も行った方がいいと思います。Go east. Isn't it go west? But yeah, they used to be one of my favorite bands when I was younger. I still like them though. Don't really listen to them very often, but whenever I do hear one of their songs, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is good stuff. It's a Sin, yeah, that's a classic one. It's a very yellow building. Looks like a Lego block. So on these back streets there's actually quite a lot of small cozy restaurants everywhere. Oh, too many people, too many comments in the chat. I can't possibly keep up with everything. Sorry. I should focus on walking, not reading the chat, I guess. Your English is so good. Are you foreigner? Foreigner, well, that depends from what standpoint you're asking. But yes, I'm not Japanese, I'm Swedish. Hej Elisabeth! Kul att du hittade hit också. So now we are approaching Okachimachi station. Am I really an android robot? Here in Tokyo, Panda Square. Yes, I actually didn't know that this is called Panda Square, but makes sense when you see these guys. Ameyoko センタービルの地下営業してるかな。そうですね、営業してるかな。行ってみましょうか。あの辺ちょっと面白いですね。何にもなんかちょっと変わってる食べ物いっぱいある。 ちょっと日本っぽくない。あのお店。Pandas makes you hungry 懐かしい高校がこの近くでした。あ、そうなんだ。高校はもうこの辺になるんだ。知らなかった。まあもちろんある。こんなにいっぱい人が住んでるからね。これちょっと面白いね。So there's some like fresh fish shop in the basement there. I did not know that. Okay, let's wait here until it turns green. Now I can catch up with the chat. Well, you don't need to bring me any beer. It's okay. But if you come to Japan from Sweden, please bring me some salty licorice. That would be awesome. That's the only thing I miss from home. Thirsty for beer. Actually, the food I had was so salty, so I've been craving some beer since I finished my dinner. You don't miss surströmming? No, I don't miss surströmming. I definitely don't miss it. I mean, I've never had it, but it seems disgusting. Finally. Yeah, I do not know why that happened. It was a pretty severe drop. But I think I'm back now, and that's what matters, isn't it? Hopefully the viewers will come back soon as well. I think we are think we are back, right? "323 tiny Moomins sit on my shoulder." That's how I like to think of it. I will start doing that from now. Good to see you, by the way. It's been a while. Artful soul. So I am thinking about where to get a beer. And then I will head to Ueno Park and have it with all the drunk people. I think we're back. Yes, we are back. So I guess there's a lot of people around here. Maybe that's why the network is so glitchy. So as you can see, it's pretty lively around here. I wonder what the World Health Organization would say about this. It's really nice around here though. I like it a lot, but feels a bit weird now this time of the considering what's going on in the world. Not sure if I walked here before in any of my streams, to be honest. Maybe not. So now we're at Ueno station. So yeah, as you can see, those areas are really close from each other. Let's head over to Ueno Park. We are right, someone asked where we are right now. We are in front of Ueno station. Here's the beginning or end of Ameoko. How's the baby? She's doing great, and yes, she's actually turning 2 months old today. So yeah, she's doing very well. Thank you for asking. I was at home taking care of her most of the day today. I was working from home as good as I could. It's not easy when you have a little baby at home though, I tell you that. But yeah, the stream is really glitchy tonight. I do not know why that might be. but I think it's working now. So let me grab a beer here at Family Mart. Very boring beer selection. That's too bad. Let's go for the premium Ebis. Please, hi. Okay, I got a beer, a premium one. So let's find a good place to consume it. I think I will go to the scenic spot for the good night view here in Ueno Park. Oh, by the way, as I saw your message about the Nikon release event, would have loved to go there actually, but that's the same day as I will be going on my next business trip. Let's take this way. It's a bit of a detour, but I think this route will be more interesting. Stairway to heaven, yeah. I guess you could say that. If you think this place is heaven. Le Quattro Stagioni. Looks pretty heaven-esque to me. Never been though. Ah, you diverted from Nikon to Fujifilm. I have Fujifilm cameras as well actually. I really enjoy Fuji's cameras, and definitely better for filming, but yeah. Since photography is still my main thing, I need to have the best possible image quality in my stills, and for that Nikon is still better than Fuji, unfortunately. Action is not think we are back, but it's a bit flaky around here. But yeah, I really like this shrine up the hill here. It's beautiful. Not to mention the one down here in the pond, which is maybe even more scenic. Yeah, definitely haven't streamed from Ueno Park at night before. That's for sure. I live so far away from here, so it's really a hassle to get to this part of the city. But I think it's worth it because it's beautiful here at night. I wonder if there's something special going on here tonight because it's so lit up. Yes, this is the Lotus Pond over here. I'm not sure, since I don't come here at night very often. I'm not sure if this place is always lit up like this. I don't think it is, but yeah. Since it is, I guess that means we have to check it out. Night joggers here. This is nice. I wish I had my little Rico with me, but unfortunately I forgot that in the bigger bag that I bought on my business trip, so I don't have it with me today. That's too bad. Oh, thank you, Joachim. Skål. Thank you very much. Very generous. Appreciate it. No, 200 Norwegian crowns is more like 20 euros. But still, that's also very generous. Do you have any plan to visit South Korea? I hope I can go there soon, but it all depends when travel opens up again. But yeah, I always enjoy taking a trip to Korea every now and then. So sooner or later, I really hope to go there. And oh, this is interesting. So I think here would also be a alright place for a drink. There's actually a bunch of other people drinking here. Yeah. Should I have my beer here? Yeah, I think I'll have my beer here. Next to the shrine. Shrine? Is this a temple? I think it's a shrine. So let me, at least I did bring my little tripod add-on today, so we should be able to convert to beer drinking and chat mode. Right, this is not bad, I think. So the only thing is that I'm not sure if I can get a very good angle here. Maybe better here. Not great, but it'll do. It's always so low, so great and peaceful night. Yes, indeed it is. One-handed opening. Kanpai. Let's see how long it takes until the people behind me wonders what I'm up to and why I'm drinking here and talking to myself. Skål! It's actually a really nice evening right now. I'll do a bit of hand reveal here in the frame so that you can feel a little bit closer to me. Greetings from Ayase. Not too far from here. Ayase is pretty close to Ueno, isn't it? I'm jealous how you walk around at night and it looks so safe. Yeah, it is really one of the most amazing things about living here. How safe it is and how peaceful it is. What's a comfortable monthly salary for a Tokyo family with one baby? That's a really tough question because it depends on so much. What kind of living standards you're used to. If you're someone who maybe already live in a nice house and somewhat settled in your home country, or if you're someone who is maybe a little bit younger and just beginning of your career and family building journey, but and also it depends if you want to live in the central part of Tokyo or if maybe the job is a little bit in the outskirts of the city. But I would say anything, and if you're the only one expected to bring in money to the family, then at least it's very difficult, but at least 400,000 yen a month. Anything less than that, and it would probably be not great, because just to have a decently sized apartment you need to pay probably close to 200,000 a month just for the apartment. Depends on the location again, like if you're living in the city center, even 200,000 a month might be difficult to find, so yeah. Okay, annoying person will be banned. This is not a maid hunting live stream.
Alan asks, are you using GoPro? No, I'm not using GoPro. I'm using my phone, which is a OnePlus 8 Pro. That's what I use for all my live streams. $400,000 a month assumes cheap, $100,000 a month rent. I don't think so. I think it's kind of normal to pay close to half your monthly income in housing, for housing expenses here in Tokyo, for many people. But obviously, yeah, that's a big chunk, and that's best avoided for sure. But a quarter of the salary for rent, I think that's quite difficult here. Yeah, I totally agree. 50% is indeed very stressful, and that's not something I would recommend. But I think I'm just saying that I think that's quite yeah, it's not uncommon in Tokyo to pay close to that. How did you learn Japanese? I went to language school for a year. If you need a bit of side income in Japan, start a live talking stream going around the streets of Japan. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But if you want to make good money, I'm sure there are much more profitable side incomes you could aim for. Osaka is definitely cheaper to rent than Tokyo, yes. Yeah, 200, 800 monthly pay combined for a couple, yeah. But you know, here in Japan it is common that only the man works, and especially if they buy a house, spending close to half the income for you know, your housing is yeah, it's not by any means extreme by Japanese standards. Okay, I'm soon done with my beer. I was really thirsty today. Yeah, definitely. Photographer and consultant is more profitable than being a YouTuber, at least for me in my case. But I mean, a lot of people, or not a lot of people, but some people do really well from YouTube. I'm not one of them, but it's a nice side income, and it's, you know, it's a nice and fun thing to do. So that's all right. Where will you visit up north, you said? Akita and Aomori prefectures I'll be going to. And I will post and stream from up there as well. Yeah, housing costs in Sweden can be 50% as well, for sure. In central Stockholm, if you're not lucky enough to get a first-hand rental contract, it's super expensive. Have you considered living out of Tokyo? Your job doesn't need you to be in Tokyo. I think now I'm at a point where I can technically live pretty much anywhere in Japan. Although, like, I mean, some parts of what I do, I need to be in Tokyo. So for my portrait and photography, like portrait business, then yeah, Tokyo is the place to be. But that part of my business is zero now and has been zero for the last half a year, so it doesn't matter. I would love to live somewhere else, but my wife works here in Tokyo, so as long as we're in Japan, we'll probably stay here. Yeah. Data analyst jobs, yeah, Microsoft, they pay well, for sure. That's a really good salary. And no artful solo. My life isn't bad. I'm very happy with where I am right now. And you, well, yes, that's extremely good, I would say. Yeah. John Daub has been doing this for 20 years. Yeah, for sure. You know, and he's investing way more time into his whole YouTube and video creation process than me. I'm just taking these, 1 hour, 2 hours walks, and that's it. But he's, researching, planning, getting permissions. Like, it's a completely different thing what he's doing. So, and I'm glad that he can do that and still make a living from it. I want to see Kamakura in Akita, Oga. Yeah, I've been to Oga Peninsula, but what is there Kamakura there? Okay, finishing beer now. Let's go. Is there a particular brand of shoes you're wearing when exploring? Well, I mean, I always wear my trusty black Nike, but that's not an endorsement. It's just, yeah, it's just kind of shoes that I found that I'm finding very comfortable. But yeah. Again, same question as always coming. Is Japan open? Have they opened the borders? And the answer is no. They have not opened their borders for tourists yet. Those of you who watched my last stream from here will remember these boats here in the pond, right? Now it's pretty quiet, obviously, but it looks very pretty. Yes, the road. You did indeed just miss beer o'clock. Sorry about that.
Yes, are you that excited about the new Nikon? I'm not really. I don't think tech has progressed that much since the first generation. Obviously, higher resolution sensor and better autofocus, yeah, but other than that, I'm not really expecting anything revolutionary. Oh, Joel, that sounds like very nice shoes. I would like to see a photo of what they look like. Yeah, see, this is what a bigger sensor does. That's why we can get these nice colors even in video with these low light levels. I don't think even an iPhone would be able to capture video like this. Stills, yes, but I don't think video in this low light, because it's really dark around here. Yeah. Get on the boat. Nah, I don't want to get arrested. Very nice night walk. And yes, someone asked if these are condos, and indeed they are. And yes, you can hear some ducks here. That's very true. OnePlus 8 Pro is quite expensive. Indeed, it is. It's an expensive camera, or expensive phone. Is Tokyo property price drop? I haven't really heard anything about it, so I don't know. Nothing dramatic. I guess you're implying because of the Corona crisis, right? But yeah, no. So far, no price drops, as far as I know. Shadow, waving shadow. There used to be a lot of homeless people here in this park, but not anymore, it seems. Have you experienced earthquake in Japan? Yeah, many times. I was here in 2011 when the big earthquake struck. So, yeah. I've been through a few, but nothing serious, thank God. Nothing serious, I mean, on a personal level. The 2011 one was very serious for a lot of people, but not for us here in Tokyo. Close friend was in Sendai 2011. Yeah, that must have been really scary. Yes, this is Ueno Koen. Oh, now we can see the moon. Oh, and Tokyo Sky Tree. Wait, let's save that until I can get a good shot of those. Cold here? Not really cold. It's comfortable. 20 degrees. Yeah, Tokyo is definitely quite a light polluted place. There's a lot of lights everywhere in this city. But then again, like as soon as you get out of the busier areas, it gets dark pretty quickly. So I don't know. How would you react if someone would recognize you and approach you while streaming? Would you feel awkward? No, I would be I would think I would just think it's fun, and I would be kind of humbled, but I don't see how that can happen, since unless they're a Patreon supporter of mine, they don't know what I look like. So but I guess someone could just watch my stream and come bomb me if they live in Tokyo. That would probably be possible. Have you been to the new IKEA in Harajuku? Yes, I have. Yeah, if anyone is around here and want to join me for a stream, just let me know. Either by just coming up to me live or just send me a message beforehand. That works too. This park should be open 24/7, yes. So let's see. Where are you from? I'm from Sweden. You can use the photos you take to prepare some premiums. That's what I do, actually. I mean, on my Patreon page, people can join me there to get postcards of my photos sent directly to their mail. So that's one thing that I do, and that people could consider joining me. Like if you like my photos, or if you want to support me, that's a little perk you can get from doing so. Stars, I do see one. No, I see stars, I do. Or this could maybe be a planet. I think you can see it too. It looks a bit reddish to me, so I'm guessing that it could be Mars. Other than that, a few stars, yes, but not many, not around here, because there's a lot of bright lights. But I could probably find a darker spot in the park where I could see more stars from. Is there a chance to cover Mount Fuji? I'm too lazy to climb the mountain, so that's probably not going to happen, but I might do some stream from the surrounding areas. That's not impossible. Any of your photos available for download as desktop mobile wallpaper? Oh, maybe that could be also another little perk for my Patreons. I don't do it right now, but if anyone would like that, feel free to let me know on the Patreon page, and I will sort that out for you. Super quiet here, except some people like arguing in the far distance. Yeah, someone's angry. I'm glad they're not angry with me. Yeah, there's a red light district nearby here. Release a calendar. Yeah, that's something we talked about in the chat a few days ago, and that's definitely something I could consider for 2021. Is there a free super chat for first timer? I don't know. I don't think so. Is that Benton Bridge? No, this is just a kind of this boardwalk they built out in the pond. It's not really a proper bridge that I'm walking on now. It's a lovely evening. Like, for some reason, every time I come to Ueno Park at night, I really enjoy it. Like, it's always so nice and peaceful and beautiful around here. Are you going to Akta to cover the Omagiri firework? That's not the main purpose. I don't know if that's happening while I'm there. But no, I don't think I will be able to do that because I'm not really going to spend any time in Akta city anyway. Yeah, if I made a calendar, it would be a photo for each month. Yes, of course. So yeah, I might do that. A kind of strictly limited edition kind of thing. Maybe even individually signed or something like that. Would you like that? Would you want that? Right, John Daub is doing his own fireworks thingy. That's true. Which is really impressive that he managed to pull something like that off. That's very ambitious. Just me calendar, that was my idea, was it? Thank you. Yeah, there was someone throwing it out in the chat the other day, and I had never really thought about it before, but I thought it was a very good idea. Then I could actually do like also representative photos, like, you know, January photo will be a photo that's actually shot in January and so on. I think that would be nice. Tokyo Explorer posted a question in Patreon message. Oh yeah, you did now or before? Sorry if I didn't get back to you there. Strictly limited edition for anyone who pays $30 up front. To be honest, I think it would be more than that. I don't think $30 would be enough to cover the cost of printing and shipping a calendar. So it would probably have to cost at least twice as much is my guess, but maybe even more than that. Oh, I'm sure I have photos, enough interesting photos. After all, I've lived here for 12 years and I've been taking photos from most of those days that has passed since I moved here. So I have a huge library of photos. So that's not going to be a problem. So we are back at Ueno. It's not political. I think they're doing some campaign against something like smoking on the streets or something like that. I see these kind of people standing here wearing those red vests. Michael asks me he owns a house in Yamanashi and he has trouble getting a resident card in Japan. you probably need to show them some sort of economic activity in Japan. So either running your own business here or having a job here. Otherwise, I think it would be difficult to get a residence card actually. And especially if you don't really live here permanently, then I don't think you should be able to get a residence card from the Japanese authorities' point of view, that is. Speaking of residence cards, I just got mine renewed. When was that? Yesterday. Yeah. So I'm glad to have that taken care of and know that I'll be safe here for another 3 years this time. So that's good. Yodobashi is still open. Some shops are opening or open as usual. Right, I'm actually tempted to pick this one up. I might do that later. Another beer, no more beer, because it takes me an hour to get home, so I will head to the station and then I will end the stream. Live 3D All-Star buy. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it now. I need to read some reviews first. I heard that some people complained about that the ports to Switch was not very well made. So in that case, I'm not really interested. Three years, not 5. No, just 3 years. But my last one was just 1 year, so I'm glad they gave me 3 this time. Even though I asked for 5, but I wasn't really expecting them to give me 5. I think 5 is very, very uncommon unless you work for like a really big and well-known company. But as a self-employed person, they're probably not going to give you 5 years unless you have a very strong and solid track record of good income year after year. Yeah, right, the port is mostly emulation, so I mean that could be fine if it's good emulation and if they added things like, you know, smooth frame rate and nice upscaling or whatnot, but seems like they didn't, which is a bummer. I still got the original Super Mario Sunshine. Actually, so do I. Not here, but I have it somewhere back in Sweden. No, I'm not gonna drink on the train, of course not. I only drink with you, my fellow YouTubers. I'm not drinking alone. Only in the company of hundreds of others. So yeah, now we're back here. I will head to the Ginza line station. But actually, I think I'll head up this little pedestrian bridge and give you a nice view before we wrap things up. とうございました。こちらこそありがとうございました。ね、今日気持ちいい散歩になりました。It was a very nice walk tonight. Very comfortable weather, nice lights, nice route, nice beer, nice moon. But most of all, a very nice audience. Wouldn't be here if we didn't have such a nice host. Great, thank you. I don't know. You ask if you can prove that you have a foreign bank deposit. If that's enough to get a residence card. I have never heard about that, but maybe it's possible. It should be. It should be. I think. I have no idea how much you would need though, but I think as long as you can show them, it might be okay. Typhoon, yeah, Typhoon 14 on the way, yep. I'm looking at apartments in Shinkawa. I don't even know where Shinkawa is actually. So I don't know that area. Yes, familiar spot. I started my Ueno stream last week here. I think even the thumbnail photo is this view of this crossing. Ueno には結構人がいますね。そうですね。この辺すごい混んでた。特に居酒屋とか飲み屋街の方はすごい混んでた。びっくりした。Anyway, that's all for today. And thank you so much, as always. And I will try to stream tomorrow, but this week is super busy for me. So I can't make any promises. Actually, the coming weeks will be super busy for me. But when I'm traveling, it's actually easier because then usually my clients want me to stream because they want me to, showcase the areas that I'm in. But yeah, I'm not sure about tomorrow. I will try. But I can't promise anything. Anyway, thanks and see you all soon, I hope. Bye bye. ありがとうございます。おやすみ。Good night. Good night. BCS. Bye bye.